LED strips can add color and accent lighting to your home and completely change the mood of a space. You can control them remotely using your phone, Siri, buttons, or by creating an automation. I'm the Lloyd, and I love light strips. Quality light strips can be expensive, especially if you need to add a bridge. That's why today I want to look at the Meross Wi-Fi Light Strip Pro. I've been impressed with other Meross products that I have tested out on this channel, so I'm excited to give this one a try. At only $45.99 Canadian for 5 meters, is this light strip a steal, or should you fork out the money for more expensive options? Well, I'm going to tell you what I think. Let's get into it. Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my goal is to help you create and manage your HomeKit Smart Home. I've covered other Meross products on this channel, and I'll link a Meross playlist in the description so you can discover other products that I've reviewed. We all know building a smart home isn't cheap, especially for us Apple HomeKit users, which is one of the reasons why I like Meross. They have a lot of fun and functional products that work with HomeKit that aren't overpriced. Price isn't everything though, it's important that products work. This light strip communicates using the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band. Now I know some of you prefer the 5 GHz band, but I really think 2.4 is just fine for low bandwidth items like lighting. Now, if it was Thread, I'm with you there. That would be a welcome addition. Thread in my experience has been extremely fast and reliable, so I would love to see Meross, as well as many other companies out there, adopt more Thread technology in the future. Meross has confirmed that they're working on Matter certification, which is exciting to know, though it could be a wait. It was actually just announced that Matter's been delayed until fall of 2022, which is why in my earlier videos, or when asked on social media, I've not recommended that smart home enthusiasts hold out for Matter. Nothing is a guarantee until it's released. I sometimes find Wi-Fi to be less reliable than other smart home technologies such as Thread and Zigbee, but all of my Meross products have worked really well and I rarely have communication issues. So let's talk about their LED strip. Well, first, there are two options available. Today, I'm testing out the 5 meter MSL320 Pro. Thank you to Meross for sending this to me to test out and review for you. I'm excited to tell you what I really think, and you can always expect I'll give you my actual findings and personal opinion. Meross also sells a 10 meter non-pro option. The Pro version is a 6-pin RGB WW, as opposed to just RGB on the 10 meter non-pro version, meaning while it can produce a color close to white, you can't actually adjust the lighting temperature. This could be useful if you only plan to use color, but personally, I prefer the option to adjust the color and the lighting temperature. The WW adds additional white chips, which means you can adjust the lighting temperature between 2700 and 6500 Kelvin, so a warm yellow light to a more blue daylight. Unfortunately though, these are not compatible with Apple's adaptive lighting. I would love to see this feature added in the future. This is longer than most light strips at 5 meters and gives you more options, though the light strip can't be extended. It would be nice if there was an option to add multiple light strips to make it longer if needed. If it's too long though, there are cut lines and the light strip can be cut every 5 inches to give you the flexibility to get the proper length. I've used other light strips where the cut lines are much further apart, and I'm telling you, there's nothing more annoying than having to cut 10 inches to avoid the light strip being 2 inches too long. The contents in the box are pretty standard. There's a controller, AC adapter, and then of course is the sandwich. Light strip. The light strip itself comes on a film-like reel. One thing I noticed that was different about this light strip is that it's not enclosed in plastic. I don't think this is significant since it's only meant for indoors, but it is the first light strip that I've used without plastic around it. In terms of performance, this light strip does well for its price range. Staring at individual LEDs isn't the best way to compare a light strip, but it still gives you a general idea. Just keep in mind with all of these light strips that how it looks once it's diffused, as well as its reliability, is what counts. This light strip is more dim than these more expensive options, and I find the bright white isn't as blue as some of these other light strips as well, though overall the colors look good, and I think you'll see once it's installed, it's plenty bright enough. One thing worth pointing out, LED strips are intended as accent lights, not as your main lights. Brighter light strips can be nice and provide additional flexibility, but personally speaking, it's rare that any of my light strips are at 100%. My point is, think about where you want the light strip. Being super bright may not be a requirement or consideration, so perhaps you can save a few bucks. So how does this look once properly installed? I put this along the back of my bedroom dresser and I think it looks amazing. The dresser is pulled out just enough from the wall to provide some even diffused light. The colors look great, and it's totally bright enough in my opinion. I've also been impressed with the range in color temperature, something only the Pro version offers. This really adds a lot to this room, though I'm sure it would also look nice mounted behind a TV or maybe under kitchen cabinets. This light strip adds to the smart lighting in my bedroom. In my Hunter fan and side tables, I'm using Philips Hue A19 bulbs. I also have a Nanoleaf Essentials bulb in my floor lamp and an Eve light strip along the cabinet under my TV. To control my lights, I'm using a Philips Hue dimmer switch. I have various scenes programmed depending on the button press. This just controls my Philips Hue lights, though it programmed my bottom button in HomeKit to turn off all my lights in this room, including my Meross light strip and even my closet lights. There is a workaround to control non-Hue lights within your Hue scenes, but I'll save that one for another video. I also want to mention that Meross sells their own smart light bulbs. They're 800 lumens, dimmable, and you can adjust the color and light temperature. Best of all, they're only about a quarter of the price of these Philips Hue lights. I have some Meross lights that I've been testing out, so stay tuned for a future video where I'll be comparing a handful of popular HomeKit lights at various price points. I'm also using a flick button that I can either turn off all of my lights in my room or just my overhead lights and my HomeKit enabled ceiling fan while dimming my accent lights. This is a great scene for late at night if I want to watch some TV in bed before falling asleep. There's also a controller right on the light strip so you can turn the lights on or off, though there's no dimming or color changing option. I could see this being convenient if you're installing the lights along a headboard so that you have easy access to turn the lights on or off. Like all HomeKit accessories, you can control these lights from other Apple devices such as a HomePod, Apple Watch, or iPhone. You can also control these lights right from the Meross app. Not only can you adjust the brightness, color, and lighting temperature, but Meross also offers some built-in effects such as night, reading, working, relaxing, party, and family. You can customize these effects and choose to use a static color or use the breathe and flash mode and select multiple colors. This could be cool around the holidays if you wanted some red and green, and I bet kids could have a lot of fun with this as well. These effects are only available in the Meross app, not the Home app, but still great to have that option. I also have a motion sensor that I have set up to turn on my Meross lights and my bathroom lights. I have it set to turn on at 5%, so it's not going to wake me up, yet provide enough light for a quick trip to the bathroom in the middle of the night. This light strip looks great, and I think you'll agree, but what about performance? Well, it's been several weeks now, and so far so good. I've yet to have any no response errors, which is pretty important, and controlling the lights has been instantaneous. I do find that Wi-Fi products can sometimes be less reliable, even with good Wi-Fi coverage, though I've had good luck with this light strip and other Meross products in general. So here's what I think. I would love to see Meross add thread one day, and this light strip could be even better if it was brighter, though overall, the colors are great and it's worked reliably for me. What makes this light strip so appealing is the price point. Around $46 Canadian is a great price. If you're looking at a light strip to your home, then I think that the Meross light strip is a great choice. I'll include affiliate links in the description, which helps to support the channel at no additional cost to you. If you're thinking of picking it up anyway, then I'd really appreciate the support. If you need something longer and you don't care about being able to adjust the lighting temperature, then there is also the Meross Non-Pro 10-meter light strip that you can try as well. If you already have light strips in your home, then let me know where you have them. I love smart lighting and I'm always looking for new places to add lights. You can also find me on Instagram at @TheBradLloyd, so feel free to tag me in some photos so we can share your ideas with more people. That's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.